Namaste, my name is Titania. Welcome to the Rage Fitness Portal. Today we're going to do a nice light practice where we're going to be working on building strength in the core, the pelvic floor, and just having a nice stretch and general relax. Okay, so if you want to meet me down on the mat, we will be starting on our backs. So just coming down to the floor, and we're just going to hug the knees into chest and take a nice little rock from side to side. Close down the eyes here if you like, giving us a chance to reflect internally as we breathe into the space. Inhaling and exhaling. If you just want to blink your eyes open, take the arms out to a nice T shape, and we're going to roll the knees all the way over to the left. Taking a hold of the top leg, then going to take our gaze all the way over to the right. Breathing in and breathing out, noticing how you feel here. Enjoying a nice little stretch into the side body. Breathe in, roll everything back to center. Breathe out, we're going to roll the knees all the way over to the right. Right fingertips can take the top of the left knee or thigh. Breathing here, inhale, exhale, taking our nose and our gaze over to the left. Breathing into the space, noticing if you're slightly different this side to the other, just make a note of it. Breathing in and breathing out, bringing the knees back to center, taking our gaze back. We're going to give ourselves a little hug behind the thighs and really try and cement our lower back into the floor. Flex the toes, the feet towards the face, and just find a little rock here from side to side, all dependent on you. Maybe it feels good to take this rock to quite a big sway from side to side. Maybe you want to keep your rock nice and small, depending on your back, depending on how you feel. Just really tune in and see what's working for you here. Breathing into any aches and pains, giving ourselves a nice little massage all along the back. And then we're going to walk the feet and see if we can place the soles as if we're placing them flat on the ceiling, flexing the toes towards the face. Take a nice little bend into the knees here. So if extending the legs is uncomfortable, you can always bend the knees and you get just as good a stretch. Just listening to your body. Find that little rock from side to side. Great. And then from here, we're going to plant the soles of the feet flat on the mat. And we're just going to walk the heels in towards the bum. And just have a little check. See if you can touch the heels. If you can't, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. But if you can't touch them, you might want to see if you can walk them in a little bit closer. Breathing here, noticing how you feel. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take the hands and we're going to press them into the floor. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Cementing the lower back into the floor and the upper back. Notice how this little subtle movement, so pressing the top of the shoulders, pressing the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, and the soles of the feet into the floor. Notice how that makes you lift up your pelvic floor and engage here, and engage in the core and the tummy. Breathing here, noticing a slight tension in the tummy, lifting the pelvic floor. Exhale. Inhale here, exhale, pressing everything into the floor. We slowly lift the lower back, upper back, middle back. Press the hands into the floor, press the tops of the shoulders, press through all four corners of the feet. Breathing here, inhale, exhale. Just see if you can slightly lift the toes here and notice how it feels to press all the weight into your heels. Breathing here, inhale, exhale, dropping the toes, pressing all four corners of the feet into the mat. See if you can lift the hips a little bit higher. Breathing here, As you breathe out, we're going to bring everything back down the way we came. So upper back, middle back, lower back. Take it nice and slow. Inhale here. Exhale, hug the knees into chest. Find a little rock from side to side. Lovely. We're going to do that 2 more times. So again, finding that place. All 4 corners of the feet into the mat, hands into the mat. Notice if your shoulders have creeped up here, try and allow them to come down away from the ears, creating space. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, pushing into the feet, pushing into the hands. Lower back comes up, middle back, upper back. Breathing here, clenching into the buttocks, building strength. Strengthen the thighs. Try not to allow your knees to fall out here. Imagine you're holding a cushion or a couple of books in between your thighs, really lifting up through the pelvic floor. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale. Let's see if we can lift the hips a little bit higher. Hugging everything into the midline. Exhale, slowly coming down the way we came. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Let's hug the knees into chest. Rock it out. Notice if any little kinks have appeared or if you've got rid of any. Breathing into the back. Really enjoying that massage. Right, let's go again. So we're going to place the soles of the feet down again. Hands down. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, hugging the thighs towards each other. Up we come, lower back, middle back, upper back. Now see if you can press the shoulder blades into the floor and see if that brings your chest up a little bit higher. Notice if your chin is falling down to your chest. See if you can draw a line with your nose up and open that space up. Breathing here, pressing into the feet, nice and strong. Engaging the buttocks, engaging the core. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, back the way we came. Upper back, middle back, lower back. And then we'll hug our knees in, take a little rock from side to side. And this time we're gonna take our arms out and rock the knees all the way over to one side, taking the top arm over and helping ourselves just gently push our way to seated. Okay, we're just gonna close down the eyes here and cross legs. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and release them back down the back. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, release them down, roll them back. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back down. We're going to find a little focus here. Setting an intention for our day, maybe our week. Just find a little space here, noticing as you breathe in and breathe out the sound of your breath. Take a little moment here to tell yourself something positive that you know about yourself. Find the words. I know that you deserve them. Spend a moment here, breathing into those thoughts, repeating, I am deserving, I am deserving, I am deserving. slowly we're going to blink the eyes open. And we're going to find a little side stretch here, taking the fingertips down to the right. Inhaling, opening up through the left wing, look up. Keep some nice space here between the top arm and the ear. And we're just going to find a little sway, maybe you bend into the right arm and just feel that nice little side stretch here. Breathing in and breathing out. If your neck doesn't feel good looking up, take your gaze down to the planted hand. Just finding what works for you and your body. Breathing in, let's take it all up. Take the arms up, look up. As we exhale, we're going to take the left fingertips down to the mat. Find a nice little bend in the elbow here. Drawing that top arm over. No rigid shapes here, let's keep it nice and loose, keeping that space in between the ear and the shoulder. Finding a little bit of movement, a nice stretch into the side body. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, we're going to walk forwards. You need to walk over the knees or come over to the side. And we're going to find our way to tabletop. Knees under hips, hands directly under the shoulders. I'm just going to find a nice little bit of fluid movement here. Rolling the hips one way and then the other. Breathing into any tension here. If your knees are talking to you and they're not happy, you can roll your mat up. So just get up and roll your mat up to create a nice padding under the knee, or just slip a back blanket under there, but just listen to your body. It knows what it's talking about. Okay, let's create some figures of 8 here, bringing the shoulders over the wrists and then the hips back, all the while engaging in the pelvic floor and the core. So we're not dumping any weight, we're not allowing our back to dip. We're keeping nice and strong here, navel to spine, keeping our gaze low, our neck being an extension of our spine. And we'll just finish up with a couple of U shapes, bringing the bum towards the heels. Again, if this isn't working, if this is enough here, find a cushion or a pillow and just place it underneath the seat. And then you can also bring a cushion underneath your chest here, just to bring you close to the ground, because we're going to finish up in Balasana, child's pose, taking our knees nice and wide, walking the hands out, taking the forearms down. This might be enough for you here. This is where you may choose to get your pillow or your support, your bolster. Or if it feels okay, we can walk the hands out and take the forehead down to the mat. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. It might feel nice to rub the forehead along the floor, taking a little sway from side to side, massaging into the temples. Or maybe you rock the hips from side to side. Or maybe you find stillness. It really is individual. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing in, inhale, and exhale. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, exhale, sink. Inhale, exhale, sink. Inhale and exhale. Allow yourself this moment to reflect on the intention you previously made. And just don't think upon it too much. Just recognize it, breathing into the space, and then let it go. I'm going to leave you here for a couple more breaths, breathing in and breathing out. On the next breath in, we're going to walk the hands back to the knees. And we're going to come to kneeling here and find a nice little foot stretch. So we're going to tuck the toes and see if we can walk the hands back towards the body. Keep a nice straight spine, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears and away. This is quite an intense foot stretch. So you might wish to bring the hands back down to the ground and slowly work your way forwards and back, finding ease. Or join me. Taking a moment here, breathing in and breathing out. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Let's come back down to the ground. And we're going to find our way to lying down. Slowly bringing everything back down to the ground. Hugging the knees into chest. Rocking from side to side. And we're going to take the feet up again. And we're going to allow the legs to open here. Again, bend into the knees as much as you need. In fact, we're all going to bend into the knees. Bringing the knees towards the body. And then, if it's available to you, take hold of the outer edges of the feet coming into happy baby pose. If this is not for you, take hold behind the knees of the thighs, or maybe you even grab your sweatpants and find a little bit of leverage here. Just listen to your body. Finding a little sway from side to side. Breathing in, breathing out. Thanking yourself for taking this time to really check in and massage your back. Lovely. We're going to allow the soles of the feet to realign with the mat, and then we're going to walk the feet out, taking them about hip distance, just allowing them to fall out. Flip the palms, close your eyes here in Shavasana, corpse pose, and just listen to the sound of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. I encourage you to stay here for as long as you need and just allow yourself to notice what's going on in your body. We have some really fantastic meditation tapes also, so if you'd like to pop one of those on and come back to your Shavasana, I would highly recommend it.